So, I just finished watching Shang-Chi yesterday, and here's my review. So, I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. So, Shang-Chi is basically the newest movie from Marvel or the MCU, and takes place in well, San Francisco, and also takes place somewhere in Japan, and believe Japan because his parents and you tell at first they tell his parents' story, how they met and everything, and then you eventually get to see how he became a martial artist when he was a little kid and all that stuff, and then is strained away from his father and all that stuff, because his father is the Mandarin, and we'll get into that in a second. Why the Mandarin was also a there's also a Mandarin in there in this movie that's fake. But anyways, he after all his training and all that stuff, eventually his someone really important to him dies, and also really important to his father dies, his mother, and then eventually he leaves that world and goes and lives in San Francisco, becomes a regular human being, still knowing the skills of martial arts, and then he's drawn back to it because his dad's men fought him on this big huge bus, which is a fantastic scene, by the way. The bus scene is awesome, and then he goes back to where he was born to save his mother's village, and it from there it just gets crazy. You see a nine-tailed fox like a Naruto. Um, you see some Dragon Ball Z Kame with some with the Ten Rings. You get the story behind the Ten Rings. You get a lot of different things when he gets back home, but also you get the Abomination in here from the Hulk. Turns all around. You get um, the story behind the Ten Rings and why it was in Iron Man 1 and 3. Um, you do see Trevor again, which was Ben Kingsley's character as the terrorist version of Mandarin, which was the actor, of course, for Iron Man 3, which was funny to see him in there. Also, you have Aquafina in here that was also made every line she said funny, and also with the chemistry with Shang-Chi, it worked. And Shang-Chi was also a outgoing, fun, uh, cosmetic character. You will love it. But if you don't know much about this character like I did, you're gonna tend to root for the other Avengers characters, or like, we had Black Widow that was in theaters before Shang-Chi, and well, I kind of like that better because I had the knowledge of Black Widow. But not saying that this is not a good movie. A lot of things in here. The martial arts in here is great. I'll say it's up to par with Milan, or even a little bit more better than Snake Eyes. But you get my point. There's martial arts in this. There's comedy. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and there's rich backstory. But if you're in here to find out more about this character, good for you. I mean, good. I mean, it's good for you to find that out. Like me, I'm glad I know who he is now. But I wish that I read more about him. But again, I just wish that there was like an easier way to explain why the 10 rings are not rings, they're bracelets, but whatever. But if you've seen the trailer, you know that already. So yeah. What else can I say? That he's going to be in the next Avenger, because you see some people from the Avengers universe, but you also see Wong from Doctor Strange, so that should give you an inclusive reasons that he's going to become an Avenger. You see him in a fight scene between Abomination and towards the end of the movie. So yeah, it's in an credit scene, and don't leave the theater because the end credit scene is important. And also, there's a mid credit scene where um, his sister takes control of the Ten Rings, and yes, he does have a sister. You find that out later on in the movie, but I'll let you learn about that when you watch it, because I don't want to give too much about it, But This has a lot of stuff in it, like a lot of anime references. Um, it has Old Town Road reference, Hotel California reference, a whole bunch of different things, but you'll fall in love with this. So, yeah. So, if you want to see more videos of this, press like. That would really help me in this channel. And if you even like this even more, subscribe. Because I love talking about movies and all that stuff. So, yeah. Just press a like and subscribe.